Hi, Elke. Elke of Mamalode. What is Mamalode?
Mamalode is a magazine that I started. People talking about their real stories and sort of the heart and the guts and the... So some of our readers sent our fabulous sex guru some questions, and so we're really excited to have the opportunity to hear your answers. How do you communicate with your partner who's pretty shy and hesitant about sex topics that you really want and need more sex? I've tried sending the occasional sext, dropped plenty of hints, but it gets old being the only one to take the initiative. Please help.
Okay, so if you were my client, what I would suggest is that you need to stop dropping hints and communicate directly what it is that you need and what it is that you're afraid of. And it's really important that you listen so that you give the shy person time to come up with the courage and wisdom to have a response. I also recommend this book, The Two-Step. This breaks down the seeker-sought relationship and how to make it so that it oscillates more between, you know, this shy person who never seeks and is always sought, and the seeker wanting to let those roles switch.
I am so tired. How can I find the energy to have sex? And how do I find the energy to have good sex?
What is good sex to you? Can you operationalize that for me? Put it into measurable terms so we both know what it is that you want and when you've accomplished it. Then what you're gonna do is figure out where you get the energy to have this good sex, or, you know, sex at all. So that could be things like going outside, doing a creative project, going on vacation. Having sex in itself creates energy, and then you don't want to spend that on, you know, doing chores or taking care of the kids. You actually want to make sure that it gets allocated to the having of good sex.
My body has changed a lot and I feel unsexy. Help. I think that's a big one for our readers. There's just a lot happening physically for them. Depending on where they're at, if they've had children biologically, sometimes they'll have stretch marks. There's what is called the mother's apron, which like folds over your, like the top of your vagina. It's really sexy. I think that a lot of times I just don't feel as sexy because they don't feel like they did when they were 20.
Yeah, okay.
Now I feel more like two 20-year-olds, which should be really sexy. What's a surefire, like, I'm gonna feel sexy? What's gonna make me feel sexy?
Black fishnet stockings. And then things like exercising or even staring at yourself in the mirror and listing off the things that are sexy about yourself. Like, oh yeah, look at, just anything lovely that you could think to say about yourself, even if you don't currently believe it. Those positive affirmations you'll fake until you make.
Spending time with my girlfriends can actually get me really excited and feeling sexy because we get dressed up in our high heels, or we'll go out, or we'll have like a naked lady party, which is a clothes swap. And I'll come home from that and I'll just feel phenomenal and sexy. What advice do you offer women who are entering menopause and who want to keep things exciting in the bedroom?
I think it's to not give up the sense of creativity that you have maybe when you're younger and you're starting to navigate sexuality, but you pull that excitement about this new realm of possibilities and things you can do with your body into adulthood. So things like reading and fantasies and pornography and conversations, dirty talk, sexting, striptease, role play, costumes.
I've had a fascination with lactation, but my wife worries that it might make her sore or cause problems with her ability to feed the baby if we get into that sort of play.
So here's a video, if you haven't already seen it, about how to create a want, will, won't list. Essentially, this is a tool so that people who have differing intentions or sexualities, all of us, right, because none of them are the same, get to compare those in an organized way. The wife has concerns, and those she gets to choose whether or not to address with her medical provider. The partner's responsibility is respecting what she chooses to do or not do with her body. Elke, thank you for hanging out with me on the red couch.
I know, this is so exciting.
Mamalode, by the way, is an incredible resource, print and online. Elke and I have both written for them sexy articles. It's kind of like getting Dr. Doe in blog form, and we hope that you check it out and stay curious.